everybody, my name is Rachel and I run the youth theatre at the Princess Hall in Aldershot for the 4 to 6 year olds and the 5 to 8 year olds. Hope you're all well. The reason I'm here is because the Princess Hall are doing something called #interval at home. So the theatre might be closed, but we're having lots of lovely online content that you can hopefully enjoy. So I've done some other videos on different drama things. If you want to look them up, they are on the Princess Hall website under Youth Theatre, or you'll find them on our Facebook page and our Instagram. So I've done videos on diction, vocal warm-ups, imagination and concentration. But today's video is about something very important to me. So although I run the youth theatre at the Princess Hall, I am also a regular at the at the pantomime at the Princess Hall. So I don't mean I'm a regular audience member. I mean I've been lucky enough to play the principal girl there lots and lots of times. So I've played, now I have to think about it. I've played Jasmine in Aladdin twice. I've been Wendy in Peter Pan, Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. I've been Belle in Beauty and the Beast, Princess Rose in Jack and the Beanstalk, and I absolutely love it. It's like my favourite time of the year, and a big reason lots of us in the pantomime come back every year, and it's because of you guys, it's because of the audience, because Aldershot audiences, you are honestly the best. So today I'm going to just do a few exercises and chat to you a bit about pantomime. So pantomime is kind of a uniquely British, English, UK type thing. So there's a lot of traditions in it. It comes from a very, very old Italian art form called Commedia dell'arte. And in Commedia dell'arte, in all their shows, they had what we call stock characters. So they are set characters that always perform the same function in the story, okay? So that kind of came from there. Also, pantomime comes from an old Victorian tradition called music hall. Now in music hall, people who were performing and singing and doing everything would come and speak to the audience, and the audience would speak back to them. So elements of that, the singing and the audience interaction, came together with the Commedia dell'arte. And originally pantomime was a thing where they'd have a big posh opera and everyone would be in their posh frocks, and pantomime would be the interval, so the half-time entertainment. But it was so popular that it kind of took on a life of its own. So another thing about pantomime is they are usually always based on fairy tales or very popular stories. So apart from the ones I just mentioned, like Peter Pan, Snow White, you also have more traditional English stories. So Dick Whittington, who was the first mayor of London, you've got his story. You've got Jack and the Beanstalk. You've also got ones that you don't see as often now, like Puss in Boots or Mother Goose. But the thing that is the same across all different pantomimes are the traditions. So I just told you that there are stock characters, and I'm going to give you a few things to help us to remember who their stock characters are. Now, the first one is the one that I always play, and that's the principal girl. Now, usually you get a principal girl and a principal boy, and they are sort of the ones the story focuses around, depending on who it's about. And usually with those two, there's always a love story as well. And for that reason, pantomime always traditionally finishes with a wedding, because the principal girl and the principal boy get married at the end. Kind of in the whole, and they all live happily ever after, you know. So if I say principal boy or principal girl, everyone put your hands up like this and say, "I'm so in love." And you can even, if you like, bat your eyelashes if you can do it. Probably better than me, okay? So that's what we say for principal girl, principal boy. Now, another tradition that you get in pantomime that is kind of unique and fun is the way that boys dress as girls and girls dress as boys. So traditionally, characters like Jack in Jack and the Beanstalk, or Aladdin, or the Prince in Cinderella, they always used to be played by a girl. But that kind of tradition's died out in recent years. It tends to always be a man now. But one thing we do keep, which is really funny and really important, is the dame. Now, the dame is a man dressed as a woman, and they usually play a motherly character. So Jack's mum in Jack and the Beanstalk, they're usually a cook, or, you know, just they're very warm and very motherly, and they have lots of jokes with the audience. If you've ever been to see the Princess Hall pantomime, you will not forget our dame. It is the fabulous, gorgeous, lovely Donovan Christian Carey. And something that Donovan Christian Carey always says when he's the dame is he puts his hands up like this and he says, "Charming." Okay, so if I say, "Dame," can you put your hands up like this and say, charming. I can't do it as good as he does it. The next one is the next character you always find in pantomime is the fool. Now, the fool is usually in love with the principal girls. So, for example, the really famous one is Buttons in Cinderella. He's got the audience on his side. He does lots of funny things for the kids. This character usually does all the slapstick as well. So they get cream pies in their face or they squirt water pistols out on the audience. And usually they have a greeting that they say as they come on. So if I say the fool, can you all put your hands up like this and say, hello, everybody, in your best big cheesy pantomime voice. Let's give that one a try again. Ready, everyone? Hello, everybody. Good. Now, the next character who's very important is the fairy. Now, it's usually a woman, but the fairy starts off the whole story. And usually in a pantomime, she speaks in rhyme when she first appears. And her job is to kind of look after the main characters or do a few magic spells and make things happen. So if I say the fairy, everyone put your wand in the air like this and say, bring, and do a magic spell. We ready? Fairy, bring. Good. Not forgetting, of course, the baddie. Now, the baddie's always really good fun because when they appear on stage, you get to give them a good old boo. So if I say baddie, put your thumbs up like this, everyone, and say boo. Now, there are some sort of gags or funny things that happen in pantomime that happen in a lot of different pantomimes. Now, one of ours that we always do is called the bench gag. And if you've seen the show at the Princess Hall, I won't need to explain what the bench gag is. But for those of you who haven't, the bench gag is where 4 characters usually sit on a bench and then a ghostie or a zombie appears and they walk behind them. And it's up to you guys in the audience to tell the characters that the ghost is there. So you'll start saying, there's a ghost, there's a ghost. But in our one, we always go like this. We'll have to sing it again then, won't we? Woo! So if I say bench gag, that's exactly what you're going to do. Ready? We'll have to sing it again then, won't we? Woo! Another thing that we do that people always love is called the 12 Days of Christmas. Now, if you've seen this one, instead of singing 5 golden rings, we sing something really cheeky. We go 5 toilet rolls, and usually they get thrown out into the audience as well. So if I say 12 Days of Christmas, you know what to do. Right. Everyone, let's see how many of those you can remember. Everyone, jump around the room. Off you go. Boing, boing, boing. Jump, jump, jump. And come back to the screen. Let's see your best principal girl and boy. Hands up like this and say, I'm so in love. Ready? I'm so in love. Oh, lovely. Now, everyone, skip around the room. And if you can't skip, have a nice old hop. Skippity, skippity, skip. Skip, skip, skip. Go and come back to the screen. Let's see your best dame. Can you go like this? Charming. Ready? Charming. Oh, excellent. All right, everyone, swim around the room. Let's go for a swim. And let's see your best fool. Can you say, hello, everybody? In your cheesiest voices. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. Cool. Can you boogie around the room? Boogie, 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 boogie. Let's see your best moves. Oh, yeah. And come back to the screen. And the fairy. Bring. Oh, I don't think you were very magical. Try again. The fairy. Bring. Very nice. Everybody run around the room. Get your knees up. And come back. Uh-oh. The baddie's here. Let's hear your best boo, everyone. Boo! Oh, you can be louder than that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boo! Excellent. Everyone, skip around the room again. Boing, get a boing, boing. And come back. It's time for the bench gag. All together. We'll have to sing it again then, won't we? Woo! Oh, that was my favourite. Let's do that again. Ready? We'll have to sing it again then, won't we? Woo! Everyone, last time. Wiggle around the room. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle high, wiggle low. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And come back, come back. Okay, time for those toilet rolls. Hold them in the air. It's the 12 Days of Christmas. 5 toilet rolls. Nah, you can be louder than that. Ready? 5 toilet rolls. Very good. Nice, nice. Very well remembered. Now, as I was just saying to you, we've got our stock characters that appear in every pantomime, but there's also some traditions that happen in pantomime that don't happen anywhere else. Now, one of them is that the baddie, so the one that we boo for, they always come on from stage left. Now, stage left is, if I'm standing here, stage left is over here, it's my left, and stage right is over here. So the baddie would always appear from stage left. Now the goodie, which is the fairy, she's the one who's taking on the baddie, she always comes on stage right. And the reason she does that is when she comes on, she'll be holding her wand in this hand. Now if her wand is in this hand, she's protecting her heart, which means the baddie can't get near her. So that's where that tradition comes from. There's something that you guys love shouting in pantomime. Now, good thing about pantomime is usually if you're in a show or in an assembly or something, you might pretend the audience aren't there. It's like they don't exist. But in pantomime, we speak to you, we speak to the audience. Now, the reason we do that is because we get lots of lovely interaction. Now, one of the things that you might say is if I come on stage and say somebody is behind me, say if I was Cinderella, I go, oh, boys and girls, I can't find Buttons anywhere. Have you seen him? And if he was behind me, you all have to say, he's behind you. So let's pretend Buttons is here. I'm going to go off and come back on again. Pretend I'm Cinderella. Ready? Oh, boys and girls, I can't find Buttons anywhere. Have you seen him? Where is he? This way? Over here? Oh, he's there. Oh, thank you, everybody. So your job is to shout, he's behind you. Very good. The next one, sometimes I might disagree with you as an audience. And if I do, your job is to guide me and to say things back to me. So I might say to you, oh, no, he isn't. And you must say, oh, no, he isn't. He isn't, he isn't, he isn't. Oh, no, he isn't. Oh, yes, he is. And that's really fun, especially when you get a really lively, loud audience. It's so much fun when they speak back to you. I've already told you one of the traditions, which is pantomime always ends with a wedding. But after the wedding happens, before the wedding happens, so the story ends and then everyone has to go get changed and get into their big wedding dresses and all their beautiful costumes. So when that's happening, we have something called the song sheet. Now, a song sheet is when the screen drops at the front like this. And usually the fool and somebody else, past few years it's been me, we come on and we invite some children up on the stage, which is always really good fun. And we get the children to sing something. So it might be Jingle Bells. A couple of years ago, it was Baby Shark, which was very funny. The mums and dads loved that one, hearing Baby Shark. And the idea, it's just a really lovely way for us to invite some children from the audience, to get all the other children singing along and, you know, make it as much yours as it is ours. So that's always really good fun. That's called the song sheet. Also, something you might do is if a character is having a really bad time on stage, then everyone can go like this. Oh, boys and girls, I feel so alone. I'm lost in the woods and I've got no friends. And you all say, oh, it's sadder than that. Oh, it's even sadder than that. And it's really good fun because we get you to all are with us, okay? So, yeah, they're just a few things to tell you about pantomimes. As you know, go out and read the stories if you're interested. You can go read Dick Whittington, you can go look up about Jack and the Beanstalk, have a go at maybe creating a pantomime of your own at home. You could get your mum or your dad to be the baddie, maybe you could be the princess or the prince, or maybe you might like to be the baddie, or even the dame, okay? You could dress up with things you've got at home and create your own pantomime. If you do that, maybe send us a little clip. I would love to see that. But anyway, hope you're all well. Do check out my other videos if you haven't seen them already and keep your eyes peeled for some more. #interval at home here at the Princess Hall. Okay, everyone. Bye. Take care.